tired.
I'm very thirsty.
Good morning.
This is my experience fasting for Ramadan. Ooh, oh, this is so cute. So this is through the Existence Project. Greetings and peace be upon you.
At the Existence Project, they believe that a crucial part of fulfilling their duties to God is to fulfill the rights they owe to their fellow human beings. Launching this experience, they are aiming to foster a greater understanding of Islam and to spread positivity in a world often overshadowed by negativity. My name is Joyce. For the next 3 days, I will be fasting for the month of Ramadan.
They explained to us like the rules about fasting.
We are sacrificing a lot of things like our sleep and our food,
Like not even water.
and even our temper.
If there's a situation, you have to just be like, I'm fasting.
Man, didn't realize how early this would feel.
I woke up quite easily this morning.
I'm tired. I'm really sleepy, honestly. This is the breakfast.
Student teacher here in Belfast. So, when lunchtime rolled around, it was different to be in the lunchroom and not trying to get something. So I caught myself a couple different times. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go make some tea.
I wish we had smell-o-vision because I wish you guys could understand how good this smells. It is iftar, yay!
Day one. That was a little more difficult than I gave it credit for. I did not think about how hard that would be at lunchtime when I'm at the school, hanging out with the teachers and the other students, and I have to just sit there without those things. Never really put myself in those shoes before. Getting up this early 2 days in a row is a little more difficult than I thought.
I have I think a little less than 10 minutes to eat because I was really sleepy. In life, we find ourselves sometimes being played by our own sleepy selves.
Definitely gonna be making a bit of a bigger breakfast than I had yesterday. Gonna be adding 2 beef sausage links and some mushrooms and a banana. See if that helps at all.
It's a bit of a challenge for me to wake up so early, but I think the peace and tranquility that I find in these moments make it totally worth it. I am now currently at the gym. I'm very thirsty, but we'll see how I feel afterwards.
In high school, this friend had known a Muslim student who played basketball during Ramadan with no water breaks.
I made the mistake of this morning. I went out and played basketball with the kids at the start of the day, and I have felt that all day long. And it has surprised me when I've told my friends and family about this, the number of times I've been asked, even water.
If I keep doing my workouts, I think tomorrow and from then on, I should definitely drink more water in the morning.
Alrighty. Pretty solid. Yeah. Sorry.
When you don't have food just whenever you want it, you tend to enjoy it more when you do have it. And it's not because anything about the food itself changed.
I think what this experience is trying to show us is that Ramadan is not just about abstaining from food.
Part of the spirit of Ramadan is remembering how many blessings there are in life.
And opening our eyes to realizing what we may be taking for granted.
Good morning. I know I don't like it right now, but I've actually started to enjoy waking up at this time.
I do find more peace at this time of day compared to other times.
It's just so incredibly peaceful and everything's quiet.
It's almost like the world is still asleep and I have this quiet moment to myself where I can pray and reflect before the busyness of the day begins.
The mental clarity you start to gain, meditating every morning and giving yourself time. One of the imams here recently gave me this book about the philosophy and teachings of Islam, just because I've been very curious and I want to, learn more. Maybe Islam's a little bit ahead on the curve on this, hey, there's a reason that this is successful.
So not having to eat lunch has definitely shifted my routine a bit. Now I find myself using that time for other things like catching up on work or taking a moment to relax and to reflect.
Whether you're a Muslim or not, I think that
you do get a lot of clarity on what's really important to you, because it's kind of like you're on like low power mode when you realize what your most essential functions are. And so I feel like that's also a part of Ramadan, is like realizing sometimes that we give too much of our time and energy to things that like don't serve us.
I've also noticed that I've been more mindful of my actions and the way I interact with the people around me.
I definitely would recommend this to other people, walking in a mile in everybody else's shoes type of thing. Really changes your perspective.
The grand finale to the Ramadan experience.
There's definitely this bittersweet feeling of the experience coming to an end.
Bitter because I really enjoyed like the support and sense of community from the Ramadan experience team, and I've really enjoyed like being more reflective over the last 3 days.
There's this sense of accomplishment and inner peace. And
I've definitely felt a difference in the mornings, getting up that early and getting time to like meditate and just be with myself a little bit. I've really found that beneficial, and I will be taking that with me moving forward. I'll probably still wake up at that time.
there's this greater sense of appreciation towards the little things that are actually big.
Not everybody gets the opportunity. Like I get to look forward to going, sweet, when sunset happens, I get to have my next meal.
You increase your compassion for other people.
Like around here, around campus, there are a lot of homeless people, and usually people will like overlook them and just pass on by. And just more so now, I'm actually paying attention to those people more and like giving a little bit of what I can give. Just the other day, I did see a man on the streets, and I was actually going to go pick up bubble tea for my friend because I was seeing her to study. And so on my way back, I brought back one for him.
I don't know. I'm kind of debating if I want to keep going on past 3 days. I don't know yet.
I am actually planning on completing the rest of the fast for the month of Ramadan.
In terms of like long-term benefits versus short-term discomfort, total win. Total win.
Incredibly challenging, but incredibly worthwhile.